What's up, y'all? Welcome back to another episode of HRT After Dark. Dr. Pepper!
This video is not sponsored by Dr. Pepper.
I hope your week was swell. So, there has been a handful of you asking me to do another Trans Confessions episode. So, here I am, doing another Trans Confessions episode for you. Since my last Trans Confessions episode, there's been hundreds of new confessions, which thank you so much. That's so awesome. I picked a handful for us to go through together today. Again, I said this in the last Trans Confessions episode, but if your confession is not in here, it's not because I judged it. It's not because it's too long. Nothing like that. I just can't read all of them in one episode. It would be too long. So I picked a bunch. We're going to go through them, and that'll be that. I'm super excited about it. Before we get into it, if you could hit that subscribe button, I would greatly appreciate it. Also, a little bit later in this episode, I have a little Packer review for you guys that I'm really excited about. Last episode was about Packers. I gave a lot of tips and tricks. I gave a Packer review. If you're interested in that, go check that out. But let's just get into it, shall we? I wish I could tell someone about my sexual dysphoria, bro. I'm pre-E, and when I hear trans women describing their experiences on hormones or with surgery, I get so jealous. Even thinking about it, I feel bile rising up in my throat, and it feels like the entire world is just breaking and my life is collapsing. I just never tell anyone because I'm afraid of making people uncomfortable or being too not suitable for work. So thank you for creating a space where I feel comfortable sharing things like this. You're welcome. And thank you for saying that. That makes me feel really happy. But it also makes me feel really sad to hear that you're so sad. But girly, I hear you and I agree. I would love to sit here and say that this feeling goes away with time. It doesn't. Well, when comparing yourself to other trans people, it goes away. But when you start comparing yourself to cis people, like we love to do, that part doesn't go away. But it gets easier with time because you start to love yourself a little bit more. You start to experiment more and realize things that you like, things that you don't like, and you have your own way of knowing what feels good for you. So while that feeling doesn't completely go away with comparing yourself to cis people, it does go away with comparing yourself to trans people, because obviously there's a lot of us. Hey, besides what the media says, there's a lot of us. And every trans person is at a different stage of their transition, and it's so easy to get jealous when people are getting surgeries and hormones and you haven't yet. But I promise you're gonna get to a point in your transition where you're feeling sexy, you're feeling beautiful, and all the men are gonna be all up on you, or the women, or the non-binary people, whatever you're into, whatever your preference is. It will be easier with time. My advice, though, in the meantime, as you're getting ready to go onto hormones or get surgery, spend time with yourself. It might be hard. Hey, it's not easy having self-care moments, if you know what I mean. It's not easy having self-care moments before hormones and stuff, but if you can try, I do recommend trying, sitting with yourself, figuring out what makes you feel good, and try not to compare yourself to other trans people, because that's not what it's about. I know it's not easy. So my love and support to you, and I appreciate you sharing this. That's a very hard thing to share, but we all go through that. So you saying that makes all of us feel a little bit better. So you can feel good about that. We started off a little heavy, but next one. Not exactly a confession, but my older brother outed me to my parents by calling me a transformer when I was 14. Honestly, hey, there's worse ways. You were trans at 14, period. As you should. That's pretty awesome. Just that, like, you knew yourself at 14. I sure as hell didn't. I wonder if your brother was trying to say the word transgender, but couldn't figure out the word and said the word transformer. That's hilarious. If someone called me a transformer when I was closeted, I'd be like, honestly, that's pretty sick. This one's crazy. Sometimes I don't take showers for days, so I purposefully smell bad, so I feel more like a man. Also, love your vids. Thank you. I get it. I'm not judging you. Don't be mistaken. I just think it's a little funny because I get it. Now, I take showers on the regular, but when I was younger, maybe pre-hormones, pre-testosterone, yeah, maybe I wanted to reek a little bit. What about it? What are you gonna do? Call me stinky? Okay. And what? See, me and you, we could be a little embarrassed together. It's fine. I will say, though, maybe start taking showers. And if you want to feel more masculine in the way you smell, go to CVS and buy like the shampoo or body wash that smells like men. Just smell like a clean man, you know? Because men that smell bad, I don't want to f them. Men that stink aren't the type of men I want to be around, but I'm not judging you and I get it completely. It makes us feel euphoric. I get it, because men stink. Be one of the men who smells good. Okay, next one. When I was really young, I was convinced that my cleat was a penis. And I even remember telling my mom, LMAO. I began trying to pee standing up and convinced myself that I was just the same as my brothers. Unfortunately, that never happened, although bottom growth is making me relapse into this idea. As I said, I will always pick the confessions that have the word in it. Anywho, I get it. What's worse is that, you said you were really young. Hey, I thought this at the ripe age of like 16. But yeah, with bottom growth, anything is possible. I'm just kidding. You can't stand to pee with bottom growth, but we can try. There's no harm in trying. When there's pee all over the floor, it's not harmful. It's just messy. Next one. When I was in high school, this girl I didn't know had a crush on me. Later, I found out that she cried, and I mean like absolutely bawled her eyes out when she was told by her friend that I wasn't a cis man. No, I think I'd hit a woman. I'm just kidding, but I'd be like, stop crying. I'm a man. Ugh, I get it. Everyone is allowed to have their preference. I'm not saying that you can't have a preference, but like, hold the tears back because that's hurtful. They're high schoolers, okay? I get it. It's not that deep. It's a little deep to me though. I say, suck my future little one a bit too much. I'm pre-T. Also, I forget I'm trans a lot. Suck my future little one is insane. I don't know if you're talking about like your future bottom growth or your future like maybe bottom surgery, but I feel like you're talking about your future bottom growth, and that's hilarious. Could you imagine if I was walking around to people being like, suck my little one? Suck my micro. I love that you believe in yourself. I love that you know for certain that you will have that one day, period. As you should. You know who you are, in and out. Love that. Keep doing it. I'm gonna start saying this, okay? Okay, next. Last year, my aunt went through my underwear drawer. She's a Christian. Got it. The type that hide behind their religion to hate. Understood. Been there. Got it. And she found my packer. Yikes. Threw it away. After she left, I went through the trash and dug it out, as you should. Kinda a sad confession, I know, and not funny, but I don't have any other confessions about being trans. Hey, the way my blood would boil. First of all, what is she doing going through your shit? I don't know what type of relationship you have with your aunt, but that is insane. And then she finds what looks like a very realistic penis, and that just must be a crazy find. Her religious and hateful ass. Sorry, don't mean to disrespect your aunt. It's just, I know she didn't know what it was actually made for, or she did, and that's why she threw it away. First of all, it's expensive. You're throwing away my money right now. What gives you the right? What gives you the right? Hey, that makes me so mad. That. Sorry that happened to you. Hope you found a new hiding spot, and I hope you took your packer and just right after that, because I would raise hell. Okay. Next one. Once I was play fighting with this girl I wasn't out to, and she accidentally kneed me in the area where my balls would be. I'm FTM. And I forgot to react in time. She asked about it, and I just said, I have a really high pain tolerance. That's what I'm saying. Us trans people, quick on our feet. We have to be. I can't tell you how many times that has happened to me. It's what we have to do. So I don't blame you, nor do I judge you. Next one. I like how my STP packer stank. Not gonna lie. I swear it doesn't smell like piss. I gave up on practicing stand-to-pee for now. Hey. Hey, I love you guys. I'm obsessed with you guys. Mwah. Mwah. That's hilarious. I can't sit here and say that I agree. I think I know the smell that you're talking about. If it's silicone, I hope it's not a sex smell. If it is a sex smell, okay, you freak. I'm not gonna sit here and judge you. Okay, get freaky with it. The word packer stank is absolutely sending me right now. My packer stank go crazy. Period. As you should. I'm not judging. Thank you for sharing that confession. You've made my day. Now, speaking of packers, I said we'd do a little packer review, and I think that's a good segue into it. This packer is from Bornware. Bornware is a kind of small company owned by a guy named Mac. He's a trans man. I found him a while ago on TikTok. He's a really cool dude. He started this company all by himself, and I could tell by his products and by his social media presence and just by him himself how much effort he puts into gender affirming products for trans mask people, and I'm obsessed. He makes these packers by hand, and he's very good at it. And the best part about his products is that they're cheap. I've never seen a website that sells packers that's so cheap. This packer was $35. This packer is $35. Have you ever seen a packer for that cheap? Again, this is your little warning. If you do not want to see something that looks exactly like a realistic penis, look away from the screen right now. I'm gonna show something that looks very much like a penis. So here's your warning. 3, 2, 1. Here it is. Hey-o! Hey-o! So this little number is called the Stag Circumcised Packer Stroker, okay? Here's it up close. I love this thing, okay? I have never had a packer that was not meant for sex. This thing is strictly only for packing and for self-play, I think, which is what this hole is for. You put your anatomy up against it, you get a little excited, you stick your meat in this hole right here, and you have a little fun time with yourself. But that's all the amount of sex that it's meant to do. You cannot stand to pee with this. Strictly only for packing. Oh, here are the balls. I didn't show the balls before. They're very skinny little balls. I like that because it makes the bulge look so much more realistic. And the way this packer automatically falls downward, a lot of packers are like this. You get them and they stay standed up like this, which kind of sucks sometimes. This packer, best bulge I've ever had in my life. In my life, this is the best bulge I've ever had. Okay, do you understand? From here to here is like you can squeeze through it, like it's because the hole is right here. This part down here is not hollow. It's very squishy, and I like it. Now, for what we're really here for, okay? Now, you might be asking yourself, how does this stay to your person? Now, this, what I'm about to show you, is the coolest thing. I have not seen anybody else do this, okay? Hey, what is this? Hey, what is this? Hey, what does this do? This is called the Magic Skin. This makes it so you don't have to wear a jock strap. You don't even have to wear underwear. You don't have to wear a pouch. None of that shit, okay? This simply wraps around your waist, and then there's 2 little clips at the end, and that's what these 2 things are for. And that's it. Just like that. They stay clipped on. And this just sits around your waist like that. And you could put underwear over this, or you don't even have to if you don't want to, if you're just chilling at home. This is the most comfortable packer I have ever worn in my life. Now, this material is also silicone. So when I first saw it, I was like, I don't know how comfortable this will be to have it like wrapped around my body all day, but I've worn it for about 3 days in a row now, all day, and I have not had a problem. I'm talking a lot about how it's the best bulge I've ever seen in my life. I'm gonna show you. And it's the best bulge I've ever seen in my life because this is such a good packer, but also because of how this hangs. It hangs perfectly. Once you get it right, it's perfect. Hang on, I gotta put my on. Now look at this. You see it? That's a good bulge, right? Now, it's not like too in your face, like, hey, I have a boner. It just looks normal. Maybe the angle of the camera is making it look a little bit more than it actually is. But I don't know. I finally, for once, feel normal wearing a packer. It's about to be gray sweatpants season, everyone, so that's why I put gray sweatpants on for this. Oh, and another thing. Usually when you wear packers and you have to wear a jock strap, you see the jock strap all the way up here, like you're wearing a goddamn thong, okay? But with the Magic Skin, it's hidden behind my underwear. Even if it were to peek out a little like that, it kind of just looks like my skin, no? It's a very thin material, so like you can't see it through your underwear, and it's not a jock strap, so it doesn't make your ass look weird. If you visit the Bornwear website, the Magic Skin is $35, and the packer is also $35, okay? Crazy, insane. If you want to get ready for sweatpants season, do yourself a favor. Go buy yourself the Stag Circumcised Packer Stroker. There's other ones that also go with the Magic Skin as well. And then definitely go buy yourself a Magic Skin. The Magic Skin, I know, is dropping August 8th. A week from now, you will be able to buy the Magic Skin at bornwear.co. I'll give you one more look-see. I am absolutely in love with this thing. Also, look at this. So easy to take off. Let's get back to the trans confession, shall we? We're coming back strong with this one. I'm a trans guy, and I sometimes fantasize about having a penis and my pre-transition self. And that's on self-love. And that's on growth. That's insane. That's crazy. But the only thing that I know is that it proves that you've grown and it proves that you love yourself now. Okay? I can't necessarily relate. Maybe I haven't grown enough. I don't know, but I'm not judging. I just think it's kind of funny. Thank you for sharing that though. Made my day. And don't let anyone tell you that that's like really weird. It's a little weird, but that's okay. You must not love yourself if you don't want to like kiss yourself a little. Okay, we're gonna do our last trans confession. Before I realized I was trans, I would often use the unisex or disabled toilets. Usually those would have a urinal, and I would use the urinal sitting on it like it was a toilet bowl. It always gave me euphoria, and I didn't understand why at the time. How? I need a step-by-step tutorial. If this is the urinal, is it like really stick your ass out and like this? If I had to pee in a urinal, this is the urinal, okay? It'd be like one of these numbers. It'd be like holding on for dear life, hoping for the best, hoping no one walks in and just sees full butthole. Hey, what has my channel turned into, guys? That's it for the trans confessions this week. I really hope you enjoyed it, and thank you to everybody who sent me confessions. I really, really appreciate you. You guys make this so much fun. I will put the link to the trans confessions in the description below. I will keep this series going. If enough people keep sending confessions from time to time, I'll just keep coming back to this series because I really enjoy it. Quick reminder that I've partnered with TransTape. If you have not tried TransTape yet, I am begging you, go check out TransTape.life and go use code HRT for 10% off your next order. That's code HRTEA in all caps for 10% off your next order. I love TransTape. I love what they're doing. TransTape is super comfortable, super breathable, and it's just a better alternative to binding in general. They even have TransTape for trans feminine people and non-binary people. There is something for everybody at TransTape.life. So go check that out. The link is in the description below. Use code HRT for 10% off your next order. I'm done yapping. I love you guys so much. Hit that subscribe button, hit that like comment hit that like button, and in the comments below, let me know your favorite trans confession, okay? I love you guys so much, and I will see you next week. Okay, bye!